Hey everybody, it's your pal Fat Apollo. It's been a crazy couple of days, hasn't it? So what I did was I went out and I blew off some steam. I threw some Axis, which was a lot of fun. Had a whole bunch of beers and some more herbal products. But what I want to do is I want to talk to you right now about something that's happening. You're seeing that the counselors are now starting to mount their offensive. They're the ones telling you what happened. So what I want you to realize, and I've said it in a previous tweet, but I think it's better said, is this is a master class in watching how words are manipulated, right? So we've got Mayor Savage and the council continuously talking about sheds. Once, by mistake, one of the people that were building them used the word shed. So now, all of council, CAO, the communication department, which was in Halifax is what, 20 people? A lot of people making over $100,000 a year to craft perfect messages. It's propaganda. So they use the word shed. Because what good person lives in a shed? Other than Bubbles. God love you, Bubbles. But who lives in a shed? Right? That's where products are kept. That's where you keep a lawnmower. If you're living in a shed, there's something wrong with you. And you won't take our offer of a nice hotel room? Or sharing an apartment with a stranger you have no idea what their issues are? What's wrong with you? So it sounds so reasonable. Some of you probably talked to your parents. And their parents are saying, but the city and the province offered them places to live. They didn't. You talk to anyone who's working with a shelter or working with homeless people, they will tell you there is no space. How would you like it? If I said to you, yeah, we're going to give you a beautiful place to live. It's a hotel room. But how do I cook my food? Well, you can't. But where do I get my food? Well, 3 hours down the road, you can walk 3 hours and get a free meal at this church. But you got to be there by 7 in the morning. But it's a 3-hour walk. Well, you better get up at 4. Okay, so now I'm starting at 4 in the morning. I'm walking 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour to get something to eat. I eat my meal, now I'm an hour away from my home. Well, you better check in with your social worker. Where's my social worker? They're at Bayers Lake. So that's another 2 hours travel. So here I go. I'm off for 2 hours. So in an entire half a day, I've accomplished 2 things. I've eaten and I'm talking to my social worker. And now I am 2 hours away from my home and I have to go back to my home. So now it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So you know what? I better look for a job or a place to live. So I have to go to the library. Library's an hour away. So off I go to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, sit at the library for 2 hours, trying to find a job, trying to find a place to work. Now it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And back I go to my home, my hotel room, and it's 6 o'clock at night. I have no way to make food. So you know what, Mike? You better go to that church again. But that church is an hour away, but they give you free food. So now it's 7 o'clock at night. I've spent my entire day trying to meet the basic needs to be a human. And people say, well, just live in a hotel room. These are people that have stayed in a hotel room for 1 or 2, or an all-inclusive Mexican vacation where it's all free booze and free food. I'm telling you, the Days Inn in Halifax is not an all-inclusive Mexican restaurant. So what council is doing is they're using these exact words. The same way the chief of police said, we didn't pepper spray anyone. Well, what were you spraying? It was an OC spray. It's not pepper spray. You're wrong. It's not pepper spray. But it's an irritant. Yeah, but you said pepper spray. You're wrong. Same way when people carry AR-15s in the States and you call it an assault rifle because it's AR. It's not an assault rifle. You know nothing about weapons. How dare you speak about guns? And this is what council is doing. If you read Wayne Mason's statement, it is a masterclass in not taking responsibility for anything. I was told. That's what he says. I was told there were problems. I was told that everyone got offered a job. Or correction, I'm sorry. I wish it was. Everyone got offered a hotel room. I was told there were problems. This is the weasel way out. So when the truth comes out that didn't happen, well, that's what I was told. Council has zero curiosity about what's really going on in the world. They are willing, they love the title, they hate the job. They love the title of being a council member, but they hate doing the work. And what they say is, oh, but I put this forward and I put that forward. You know what you do? You call the province out. You don't play nicey nice. You say these people are in the park because whoever's in office right now won't help. We're going to help. It's not our responsibility, but we're still going to help. And we're going to embarrass the hell out of these politicians who won't do anything. But no, because you know what? When you're in a minor league team and you want to go to the majors, you don't insult the coach of the major league team. There's North End Dartmouth Siren, of course. God love us. You don't insult the coach of the major league team. So you don't go to the premier and say, you're not doing your job, premier, because how will you become an MLA? If you're a council member, you have higher goals. You don't insult the people above you. It's the same reason the RCMP don't arrest HRP members. Professional courtesy. Okay, so remember this. When they are telling you these words, stop and think, parse them down, listen to what they're saying to you. It's a shed. There's human trafficking going on. There is drug abuse. People feel uncomfortable walking by those sheds. Okay? Can I walk by, say, Sean Cleary's house and say, I'm very uncomfortable walking by Sean Cleary's house. He makes me very nervous. I don't like that. Can you please go kick him out of his house? Because I'm scared when I walk by his house. Okay? Think about what you're being told. No one is immune to propaganda. And if you listen and you understand what they're saying, you will know. Okay? So hang in there, folks. Keep fighting the good fight. I'm going to have another beer. Going to hang out with my pal Chewbacca back here. Keep doing what you're doing.